I feel like YouTubers talking about their cars is the very 2017 thing to do. Like, this feels like I'm taking a 2017 Garrett Ginner YouTube thumbnail right here. Ready? That's pretty good, huh? Yeah, I mean, you guys saw the title of the video. I think it's finally time to say goodbye. I want to preface this entire video by saying that I'm well aware of the can of worms that I'm going to be opening by asking these questions. I think out of all the questions that I could possibly ask the internet, what type of truck should I get is probably up there with one of the most controversial ones I could ask. Maybe not controversial, but like mixed answers, you know what I mean. People are very opinionated about them their trucks. The only logical tool to wash the car is a fire hose, because this is what we're going to be using. Oh god, this fire hose is pretty sick. I want to go through and give her the whole rinse down. And while I do know that people are very opinionated about A, trucks, B, Teslas, C, everything else, if you guys watch my channel, or at least my recent content, like I hate drama and controversy, and I just want my videos to be a place to like escape those two things. So regardless of opinions and beliefs and stuff like that, this is a very lighthearted car cleaning video asking you guys some feedback about what I should get when I sell it. I would appreciate if we can keep the comments just lighthearted, civil, and kind, I guess. Not even using soap or anything yet. You can see all the dirt and grime coming off the back of the car. That is gnarly. I just realized this is going to be absurdly hard to try to wash the car, film everything, and talk and vlog at the same time, so I have an idea. And it involves the head mount. Welcome to the POV car wash simulator. Hope you guys enjoy. It has been a very long time since I've washed this car, and it's long overdue. Put a little bit of that in there. Oh yeah, see, this is where the fire hose actually comes in handy, because it can make it all foamy. Alright, that should be good. I'm trying to think of where we start with this, and I guess we start by saying that I think it's time to... Not even I think, it's time to sell the Tesla. Like I said, I know people have some mixed views on Tesla, and a lot of people really don't like them. I don't want to sound like a Tesla fanboy by any means, but I've loved my Tesla so far, and so I've had a Tesla for what, 4 years now, maybe 5. I had the 2020 Tesla Model 3 base range or whatever. That was my first one that I got in 2020. I ended up driving that car for 2 years and put 40,000 miles on it and sold it for more than I bought it for, which was pretty crazy. So that was a great purchase. And then I bought this one, which is a 2022 Tesla Model 3 Performance. This one's depreciated a lot. What I can get for it is nowhere near what I paid for. But I mean, that's usually, cars are a depreciating asset for the most part. I wouldn't even say for the most part. I'm pretty sure every single like commuter grade car, not a collector car, is going to be a depreciating asset. Mainly, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it, the Ranger in the back there. I have the Ranger as a pickup truck, and I have the Tesla as my reliable daily. I think it's just time to, I like to use the word coagulate. There's no point in paying registration for 2 separate cars. And I think now with where I'm at in my life, I'm ready for just like I want like a daily driver truck. And that's where things start getting quote unquote complicated, because everyone is very opinionated when it comes to what trucks to get and what trucks to not get. I've always been a Tacoma fanboy. I love Tacomas, I always have. However, I'm kind of leaning more towards a full-size truck, which if I want to go the Toyota route would be a Tundra. I'm mainly like I'm really just going for reliability. That's my number one goal. Let's give her a quick rinse down really quick. Well, I'm gonna rip the wrap off with this fire hose. I'm not trying to get her spotless. It's just kind of, I want to get the layer of dirt off it and then maybe take some pictures to get her listed. I mainly want to clean the interior. I'm not even as worried about the exterior. Clean me, please. Nice. Oh yeah, see, that was a good one. It's funny being a YouTuber, like posting things to YouTube, because you start over-analyzing everything you do. Normally if I wash my car, like I'm not thinking about anything. I'm playing music and I'm just washing the car. I'm spraying it with water, soaping it up, and rinsing it off. But now that I'm filming it, I'm like thinking of what people are gonna say in the comments. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to go in an up and down pattern. You're supposed to go in a circular pattern. Guess what? I don't care. No, I mean, I guess actually I kind of take that back. Maybe I'm being being ignorant. Maybe I do care. Maybe that's how I learn. Maybe that's how I do things the right way, is by doing things the wrong way and then being called out by strangers on the internet. The way I've always, here, you know what? Here, we'll do a car wash tutorial and then I can get corrected. The way that I always do it is you guys saw me, I sprayed down the whole car with water. Then I'll get my foamy, soapy bubble bath and I'll do like sections. So usually I'll do the front of the car and then rinse it off. I'll do the left side of the car, then rinse it off. I'll do the back of the car like I just did, rinse it off. Other side of the car with soap, rinse it off. That way the soap doesn't have time to dry, but in between rinses. So like right here, we're finishing up the back. Oh my God, Gary, you're showing your license plate on camera. I need to get, well, I guess if I'm selling the car, it doesn't really matter, but I want to get another vanity plate because I had a ramen god for the longest time. And then I got pulled over and handcuffed because the cops thought I stole the car. You guys remember that video? Anyway, is there a right way? Oh, I know there's a right way. So what is the right way to wash a car? That right there is why you get your car wrapped. I treat this car as like a work car. I'll throw whatever in the back, and the wrap has gotten some dings, but the paint underneath is, I got this car wrapped like 4 days after I got it brand new. So the paint underneath should still be pristine under the wrap. A lot of people think wraps are like solely aesthetic, but they really do preserve the paint underneath. All right, so you can already see the soap starting to dry, so we gotta rinse. Look at that. She's already looking so much better. You can see all of they're not even scratches, they're like smudges, I guess. All this stuff that like would be chips and dings in the paint if I didn't have the car wrapped, but it really is a protective coat. I'm very glad I did that. Look at all of that dirt coming out of there, man. Dude, sometimes I, like, after my hands are wet, I hate touching microfiber cloth, and I don't know if that's like a universal thing or if that's just me. Like, I go to grab it and it grabs me back, I feel like. I have to prepare to touch this, all right. God, I hate how that feels. Okay. I will say my drying game's probably pretty weak. I don't know, like here's what I do for drying. We put her on and we drag her down. We put her on and we drag her down. Maybe that works, huh? Put her on and we drag her down. All right, you guys get the point, huh? Look at that. She is looking, damn. Maybe I don't sell her, huh? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. It's a pretty good looking car in my opinion. The interior though, that's what we gotta clean. Don't judge me, all right? Actually, it's really not that bad. Usually, you know what? I'm not even gonna tell you what it usually looks like. This is fine. Mainly, I really just want to, I haven't given it like a solid deep clean in a while, like where I go through and actually vacuum the floorboards, vacuum the seats, polish everything. That's mainly what I want to do today. Time to open the floodgates. Love that. All right. If I'm correct, I think the vacuum is in here and it's kind of looking like I'm, oh yeah, I was gonna say, there it is. I was gonna say, it's kind of looking like I'm not correct. Hey, there's my ramen god plate. A lot of people thought it said ramen god, and then I started telling people that asked that I was an adult film star, and then I just never renewed it, so I just have this. What's the best way to do this? I think we'll just pull in behind the 240, plug it in there, and we're good. Everyone needs a good suck every now and then. Let's get this done. Oh yeah, see that's pretty satisfying right there. And on to the back. Okay, we're almost done. I guess I'm not doing a deep clean. I'm really just giving it like a brief clean. I just want it to look decent. All right, now we have what is, in my opinion, the most satisfying and most important part, at least for what we're doing today, is just cleaning the inside. You can see it's just gunky. Because I mean, I treat it like it's a work vehicle for me. So it's like I don't clean it every single day. I don't completely baby it. It's a car and it's supposed to be driven, so that's what I do with it. Can you see all the gunky nasty? Ready? We give it a couple go-overs with the wet wipe or whatever it is, and boom, we're already looking so much better. I don't even know what half this stuff is, bro. Ew, that's nasty, man. Yeah, that already looks so much better though. Can I like get in the cup holders? I don't know when the last time I got deep in there like this was. Realistically, when I actually sell this thing, I'm gonna get it professionally detailed. I kind of just want to give it like a decent clean for personal use for now. I will say, I love cleaning the seats, and I get comments all the time of people like, bro, why would you get white interior, blah, blah, blah. They clean so well. I will get into this car absolutely filthy, sweaty, disgusting, and the seats will get like you can see how dirty the seats are right now. I go over it a couple times with these little interior cleaning wipes, and the seats look brand new again. I just don't really clean them that frequently, but when I do, they come out pretty much good as new. As exhilarating as I know this content is for you guys, I'm trying to kind of get through the cleaning here, because I'm as nervous as I am to read the comments on this video once we start actually talking about it. I also am excited and curious, because I really don't know too much about trucks. Like, that's not where my knowledge is. I just know that reliability is my #1 goal. I gotta fill up my tire. I forgot there's a slow leak. Oh yeah, see, my dash is dirty. Look at that, that's just from my dash. All right, I believe she's done. Every time I do a clean like this on this car, I'm like, damn, it is a good looking car. Went through and cleaned all the windows, because sometimes I'll have Milo and Kona back there, so those get all slobbery and nasty. Cleaned the back seats, come up here, clean the front seats, the dash, everything's looking good. She has a nice little sparkle to her now, and it's been a while. I really do think that we're saying goodbye soon. So I'm kind of, it's like the opposite of what 2017 YouTube used to be. 27, or maybe that was just me, but like back in the good old days of YouTube, every YouTuber is buying a Tesla, doing these cars. I guess it was GTRs back in the day. Way cooler than Teslas. Anyway, I'm doing like a reverse car tour. People are like, oh, check out my car I just got. It has this, this, and this. And I'm like, okay, buy my car. It has this, this, and this. I'm like trying to get rid of it instead of showing you what I bought. It's like reverse materialism, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna go through and fill up my front right tire. Has a leak, which is annoying. I told you this like 2 videos ago where I have the worst luck with tire leaks. I got these really not like I got these what 2 months ago. They're the Michelin Pilot Sport all seasons. They were some nice ass expensive tires. I wanted them because I was taking the car up to Big Bear, up to Tahoe for snowboarding and winter activities. So I wanted some all season tires because it's all wheel drive. Luckily, because I know how bad my luck is with tires, I got the warranty. So I think if I take it to America's Tire, I get either a free patch or a free replacement if it needs it. I've been way too busy, so we're gonna pump her up right now because it is a slow leak, and then we can finally start talking about it. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Damn, yeah, can you read that? We're at 19. We're supposed to be at around 40. I think the leak's getting bigger. It might be time to get that replaced. In the meantime, that'll work. And just like that, she is done. So let's charge her up for a little bit and get to talking. You already know where we're going. We're going up to the pondering spot up here. Oh yes, you already know what I'm gonna say. Look at that view though. All right, let's go kick it in the hammock. Bro, what is this creature, dude? That thing, I think it's dead. Or do these things molt? I think that's a molt, bro. I think that thing landed on the tree and then shed its skin, and now it's dead, lifeless, corpseless, skinless bodies just chilling there. That's gnarly. Okay. Oh, yes. So, trucks. Quick little tangent. It's just funny how I guess my brain works. Maybe it's maturing. Maybe I don't know. It's overcomplicating, overthinking. When I was younger, I can't believe the videos that I used to post when I was younger. $5,000 ramen chain. Look at my new $40,000 car. Like it was just materialistic. And now it's like I feel weird even talking about wanting to buy a truck because I'm like, people are gonna think that it's just like, oh, I can get whatever I want. Like I don't know. Just leaves like a sour taste in my mouth. At the end of the day, realistically, I'm trying to downgrade, I guess. Like price-wise, at least. Yeah, I mean, I touched on it briefly. I just like, I think where I'm at with my life, both on where I live now, what I plan to do, what I prioritize in a car, I think I'm ready for a truck. Like an all-wheel drive. I think I want to go full-size, which kind of rules out Tacomas, but I think I want like a full-size truck. When I sold the base range Tesla and I bought the Tesla Model 3 Performance, I was in this was 2 years ago, I was in my I want the fastest 0 to 60 that I can afford era, hence the Performance. I didn't really care about range, although that is the reason I sold the base range Tesla, is because it didn't have the range I wanted. But that's why I chose the Model 3 Performance over the Model 3 long range, is because I cared more about that 0 to 60. Now I want full utility, and I do not care about 0 to 60, like top speed, any of that. So it's like I want I want at least a 6-foot bed, and I want, I mean, then like, I'm so used to EVs, and it's like, then I gotta think about gas mileage, and if I get a full-size truck versus a Tacoma, then I'm like, my gas mileage is gonna take a hit, unless I go with like a Chevy diesel, then I can have the diesel gas mileage, but I don't really know too much about diesels. I mean, you guys are much more, or some of you, I guess I should say, are much more knowledgeable than I am, especially in the truck world. I know it's hard, but I would, like, it's hard to put biases aside. You know, someone could be buying Dodges their whole life, and they're probably gonna say that they like Dodge, even though maybe they have issues with them, you know what I mean? So, like, trying to put bias aside, what truck do you think I should get? Am I planning on towing anything? Not really, but I really want the option to. Like, maybe I start towing my 240 to the track instead of driving it to the track. So it's like, I want to be able to at least tow a trailer in my 240, but like, what if down the road I want to get a boat? Like, what if a boat ends up in my life and I want to tow that? And like, I talked to a good friend of mine who heavily recommended going full size as opposed to mid-size. He says that it's very rare that you get a full-size truck and you wish you got a smaller one, but it's a lot more common to get a mid-size truck and wish you got a full-size one. And I mean, I've been like, I was looking at Rivians as well, but it's like, maybe now, because the EV, like the Tesla, made so much sense in LA when we had solar. I could basically charge for free, and it was great. Now that we don't have solar at the new house, and not that we won't get it, we're still playing with the idea, but like, I think, I don't know, like, a lot of people hate on the whole EV charging. I don't mind it at all. Like, it's actually very practical, especially like if we're road tripping with dogs. By the time we need to charge, the dogs have to go out anyway. So it's like, I don't mind the charging aspect of it. Range anxiety is a thing. You know, you're constantly worried about if you'll have enough charge to make it to your destination. I don't know. Plus, Rivians are expensive as shit. It's like $90,000 for the fully spec'd out longest range one. And without solar, it's like, maybe we just go with a gas car or a gas truck. What I've heard, which again, this is just from the internet, and the internet's not always right. If you want something mediocre that'll last 20 or 30 years, you get a Toyota, whether it's a Tundra or a Tacoma. If you want something great that'll last 10 years, you get a, what was it? I think it was Ford. I think Ford was like the higher quality in terms of like comfort, luxury, that type of stuff, but you may run into more issues. And I think I'm leaning, like, I want durability. I want reliability. There is no, what I love about Teslas and EVs is there's little to no maintenance. There's no oil changes. There's no anything. I literally, in the 4 years that I've owned Teslas, I've never once that I can remember had to take it to a shop, I think. And like, I love that. I love not thinking about oil changes. I love, it's just so easy. That's what I look for in a daily driver, is I want it to work and I want it to take me places. That's why I was leaning toward Tundra, but like, I don't love the gas mileage. And people said GMC was decent. So I was looking at like the Sierra 1500s, the diesel I've heard great things about, but I've also heard mixed things about diesel. So it's like, what do I want? I don't know. Obviously, I'm taking every single comment that this video is going to get with a grain of salt, and I'm obviously going to do my own research. I think a lot of it's going to come down to test driving, you know, see what feels right, see what I think would fit my lifestyle the most. But like, I want to camp. I want to start going camping more, both for content and just my life. I want to be able to camp in my truck if I want. So that's why I want like at least a 6-foot bed. An 8-foot bed is huge, but like, maybe that'll be sick. I don't know. Until I try to park it, then it's not sick anymore. Reliability and durability, I guess those kind of go hand in hand. All-wheel drive, I want all-wheel drive. 4-door, I want a 4-door. Camping, I want to be able to camp in it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I'm going for. Oh, and like budget-wise, 30 to 40, I would say, around what I can get for the Tesla and the Ranger. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting criteria, and it's hard because I don't know too much about the truck world, but I think we're going to be scheduling some test drives this week with a whole bunch of different brands, so we'll see. Looking forward to see. I'm a little nervous to see the comments of this video, but I am looking forward to it. Appreciate you guys watching. I know this was pretty bland content compared to what we've been doing the past week, but that's life for you. Yeah, I'll see what you guys have to say. See you guys next video. Peace out.